the place where we're gathered here, this is a special place. Not necessarily this building, but this area here, which was the scene of so many confrontations between makaainana, between people and the government. Whether it was the kingdom government, or the provisional government, or the republic, or the territory, or this state. This is a place where people come to contest those governing entities when, especially when they are not doing right by the people. And this gathering today is about that. It is about telling this legislature and the newly elected governor that they come into a place that is holy, that is sacred, that is a place that protects and honors the voices and the will of the people.
Teacher say, when we gone, we get kanu in this kula iwi, in this aina. My iwi gonna be there along with my grandparents and their grandparents. And many of you who call Hawaii your home today, your iwi is gonna end up in the same place with mine. And 20 generations, your descendants are gonna end up where? With mine. In 100 generations, your descendants are gonna end up where? With mine. See, in the end, it's a kako thing. Either we all in together, or we will perish together. See, this is the choice. This is what's been thrown in front of us today. In this house, this is not sustainable. This provides for a few. This is sustainable. This provides for all.
Arise again, Hawaii, pono'i, panakamau, nala, ui Hawaii. Kupuna voices call us on the wind. E Hawaii, pono'i, unite. Unite and rise again.
So today, this group we have here today, one of the main things that we're trying to do right now is to build a coalition of environmentalists, people that aloha aina. Aloha aina is the thing that's going to tie all of us together so that we can influence this building. This building is being influenced too much by corporations. They made corporations people. That was a big mistake. So now they're upstairs acting as people, and we're downstairs and we're the real people. And we're having a hard time talk to this building. So if we all come together under this coalition of Aloha Aina, we might be able to out-talk the money people with a combined voice.
Strength, purity, and love. Listen, oh listen to the voices of our kupuna. Let the rising winds touch you in the kupa. and be one with them. Throughout this land we love. Ho'olohe e nā kūpa. Ho'olohe i nā leo o nā kūpuna. Pulama ia la kou. Pulama ia la kou.
You come here, gather round the farm. The time has come to sound off the alarm against the ones whose practices disarm our right to grow and eat food without harm. From underneath the cloak of corporate law, the agribusiness attorneys do draw immunity for products that are flawed.
Taking ownership of your community. The people of Kauai, and there's many people here today, spent a year following the process. They testified, they showed up at meetings, they testified, they went to hearings, they carried signs, they marched. The Kauai County Council voted, we overrode the veto, and we get sued and they take that away from us. What's up with that? The people in Hawaii County did the same thing. The people in Hawaii County did it the way they're supposed to do it. They talked to their council members, they put together an initiative, they voted, they passed it, and these companies spent their millions to take it away from them in court also. Over half the voters on Maui voted for it, and the courts again, these companies sued. They spent $14 million before they even got to court. The people of Maui, the people of Kauai, people of Hawaii County, the people on this island take responsibility for their communities. And this is about that responsibility being nullified by these big corporations.
By waging war against the common weed, we subsidize your cheap and toxic feed. It's all a game of greed disguised as need. We'll occupy your fields, we'll occupy the cause, we'll nullify the patents on our food.
In 1930, the people of India told the British that if a people cannot be free, if a people cannot govern themselves, if the systems that are imposed on them exploit them, leave them in deeper poverty. There was no ecological crisis of a severe kind at that time. It was a crisis of imposed deliberate poverty. Then it is time to say we will have home rule, we will have Swaraj. That is what your celebration today is telling the whole world everywhere. Whether it be your fellow citizens in Vermont who are saying a minimum ingredient of democracy is to know what we eat and to be able to choose what we eat on the basis of that knowledge. How can a society be free if knowledge is denied?
Or these multinational foreign chemical corporations who pretend to be agricultural enthusiasts. And their main purpose, of course, is not to feed the people.
Know the truth. These guys are using 10 million gallons of water on crops that none of us can eat. They're spraying poisons and pesticides on our aina every single day. This poison never disappears. It's stuck on our soil, in our aquifer, in our wind, in our clouds, our atmosphere, and now in our women and children.
Spray poison. Who do you think you are? Now that you've gone that far, Mr. Spray Poison Man, walking on the sacred land. Who do you think that you are, Mr. Spray Poison?
O nā tumua tua pau I hanau I ka pō I ka la hiku. Ea, mai ke kai mai. The real meaning of ea is to rise from below, to come up. See, that's us as the people. Yes, we may be dominated now. Yes, maybe we don't have the political power that some of you have. But I tell you something. Our time is the time. Every one of you are part of this answer. There is no tomorrow. If we don't work together, it is over. Whether it's global warming, whether we'll be eating out of tin cans for the rest of our lives, whether it's going to be like in Pohakuloa with depleted uranium. See, that's the future. And the only reason they do this to us is because of our refusal and our inability to organize together. So I'm asking everyone here, let's make that commitment to work together, to say we want a future for all our children, a future of health of the land, a future of sustainability, a future of food sovereignty, a future where we educate ourselves in a way which produces children that are highly educated, that understand ea o ka aina.
When I say Hale, you guys say Hale. Hale! Hale!
Sky is my roof, earth is my bed, and the wind and the rain and the woods and the stones are my friends. The ocean is so vast and time quickly passes. You are the child of your dreams. How can you make it last? And it's a good earth, and this can be a good life, and this can be